Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Well, it has happened again. It is actually Saturday morning and I am filming Friday's vlog because I fell asleep last night at about 10:30 and I slept straight through the night. So I've gotten a full night's rest, which is great. I apparently needed it, but I didn't have my vlog done. So I got up this morning. Alex had to leave to go to some meetings this morning. Thank God, because if he hadn't, I probably would have slept through till 11. And so this is not going to be a long vlog, because I'm just going to probably get on here and just catch you up about my day yesterday so that I can get the vlog up. But yeah, we went to dinner last night with Sarah. We went to Red Robin because she had been wanting to get the Impossible Burger for a while. And so we went there. Oh, so good. I had such a great dinner last night. I ate too much though. And then we were gonna watch American Horror Story when we came home. But we were both so tired. Alex was like, do you want to watch it now? He has like this Oktoberfest house party thing he's going to tonight, and I opted out of going. I'm not big on house parties. It's not like a house party, like a Halloween party like our friends are having. It's like a house party. And I was like, he was like, do you want to go? And I was like, no, I think I'm gonna pass on that. So I'm actually, there's this thing today in Indianapolis called Woofstock, which is like, you know, like Woodstock, but it's called Woofstock. It's all for dogs. And Tanya is going to have a booth at it. So she was like, you should come and just like sit there and hang out with me tonight. So I may go do that with her tonight. And our sponsor may show up there, and I think it might be kind of fun. So that might be tonight. I might do that. Yeah, I had a good day yesterday, but I had a really full day. I had a long day. Oh, so anyway, so after dinner, we both went, it was like 10:30, we both went to bed, and he woke me up at like, I think like 1. He like woke up to go to the bathroom or something, and he woke up and he was like, babe, you've got to do your vlog. And I was like, 5 more minutes, and that's the last thing I remember. So, fully rested this morning. It's a beautiful morning outside. It's kind of pinkish skies, and I remember when my dad used to say, red in the morning, sailors take warning, red at night, sailors delight. I remember that from when I was a kid. But anyway, I had such a full day yesterday. I had some sobriety commitments in like the early afternoon, and I had some sobriety commitments in the early evening, and then I made videos in between, and ran around and did a bunch of errands yesterday. I just had so much going on yesterday. So, yeah, it was crazy. But, got all my stuff done yesterday. Felt very, what's the word I'm looking for? Felt very, I don't know what to say. Productive. Had a good day yesterday. It is dropped though in temperature. It's 46 degrees right now, which is so crazy that like 2 days ago it was like 90 in Indianapolis. I think it's supposed to only be like in the 60s today here though. Very much sweatshirt weather, which is why I have a sweatshirt on. I'm all cozy. We went to Red Robin with Alex's, what did we go there for? Oh, after we went to the pumpkin patch, and it was so good. And we used to go there quite a bit back in the day. I don't remember really loving it, but the last 2 times that we've gone, I've really liked it. I got the onion rings to start. Sarah and I shared them, and then I got the Impossible Burger. The last time I was there, I thought the Impossible Burger was really, really good, but they put this sauce on it this time, and I did not love the sauce they had on it. It just, there was something kind of weird about it. I didn't realize it was like part of the Impossible Burger sandwich. It was on the bottom of it. It was like this kind of like tomato-ish sandwich or something, or a sauce. I didn't love it. So anyway, yeah. But I had a good day on Friday. Indy Scream Park. Ah, haunted house. Can't believe it's haunted house season already. I've been wanting to go, and I might do this after I get done vlogging, actually, since I'm up now. know. I've been wanting to go and get a lot of Halloween stuff to review for my review channel. And I probably need to just go to Walmart for that, because I think Walmart might have the best stuff, actually. Go to Walmart and to Meijer and check it out. Last year, I did a pumpkin carving thing. God, it seems weird that I've only had my review channel for a year. Do you remember that I carved a pumpkin last year on the patio? That was fun. I'll have to do that again this year. Alex wanted to do it last year, so maybe this year we'll get pumpkin carving things together and we'll do them. I think that would be fun. I don't know what else is out there that's like Halloween besides like food or drinks or whatever. I am already getting contacted by companies to do Christmas reviews. Just so crazy to me. Yeah. Christmas is right around the corner though, I guess. Before we know it, it'll be, you know, time to buy Christmas. I used to have this friend of mine back in the day, and he did that Christmas club. Do you guys know what I'm talking about, like at the bank? I didn't know people even did it anymore, and he still did it, where you put like $5 or $10 in the bank every week until like Halloween time, or he would do it until like the week after Halloween. And so, you know, like, if you put $10, you know, a week in the bank for I mean, you save a couple, you know, $100, couple $1,000, right? And then at Christmas time, you have all this money to spend. It's called Christmas Club. And then that way, you don't have to like go and spend an exorbitant amount of money at Christmas, because you already saved the money that you're going to spend. You know what I mean? It's really actually a smart idea. I don't know if banks still do Christmas clubs. Do they still do it? This was about 10 years ago that he did this when I was friends with him. And, but I always just thought it was such a smart idea. I was like, God, I wish, you know, like, I mean, I guess it's the same thing as having a savings account. I don't think you earn much percentage on it, like, because it's just over a year, right? But I think they just hold your money for you, basically, while you, do the Christmas Club thing. So, I don't know, it's interesting way of, saving money. But I can remember talking to him, and I'd be like, I think he moved away, because I haven't seen him in forever. This is like a sober friend. But he'd be like, I'd be like, what'd you do this week? And he'd be like, oh, I went and, you know, did a bunch of shopping and whatever. And I can still see us like hanging out, like just standing there like talking. And I'd be like, so what'd you do this week? And he'd be like, oh, I went and did all my Christmas shopping. And I'd be like, you did all your Christmas shopping? He's like, yeah, my Christmas club opened this week. And I'm like, your Christmas club? And he'd be like, and my mom used to talk about this when I was a kid, so I knew about it. I had heard of it. I think I may have done it one year or something, like through my bank. But he was like, yeah, he's like, the Christmas club is where you, like, every week you go and you, like, put money in the bank. And, you know, he's like, so I got my money out this week. And he was like, I went and bought all my Christmas presents. And he was like this really nice older guy. I had weird dreams last night. I just realized that when I passed that church. I was like in the middle of a dream when I like woke up. I kind of felt like really disoriented, because I woke up and like the dogs were still asleep around me, and I looked at the clock, because I bought, when I did the pageant, I was afraid I wouldn't wake up in time, because we had like really early, you know, morning calls for that. So I bought this super loud alarm, and I looked over at it. Well, I slept with my contacts in, so of course I could see it. And I looked over at it, and it said like 7-Eleven or something like that. And I was like, what? Did I sleep straight through? I mean, do you ever like, you wake up and you're like kind of disoriented? And then I looked, and I saw like the light around the bathroom door, because Alex was in the bathroom and the door was closed. He was like in there getting ready. And I was like, oh my God, I slept straight through the night. I hate when I do that. My plan actually had been last night, I shouldn't have laid down at all. I knew I was tired, and I wanted to get like a full night's sleep. And my plan had been to go and vlog early, and then like at 10:30, and then come home and start uploading it, and then go to bed early. That had been my plan last night, but that didn't happen. That looked like Tanya's son, but Tanya's son is not here. He's in Florida. I went to the gas station. I had to have something to drink, and I got a Diet Dr. Pepper, and it tastes so good. If you're watching this and you're in the book club, okay, I need to announce this. We are moving the live stream from this Sunday to next Sunday. Mel's family is coming to visit, and she doesn't think she's gonna be able to participate in the live stream this weekend. And I was like, girl, just move it then. Let's just move it. She was worried about it. I was like, don't even worry about it. I said, we'll just move it to next weekend. I don't think people will care, you know? As long as we give them notice, which one day notice. And so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make a booktube video today, and I'm gonna talk about it in the booktube video. But I also wanted to let you guys know the live stream for the book club for my friend Anna that is supposed to be tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time will be next Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just FYI. Which is fine, because I think that we're gonna have to probably back up the October live stream too. It might have to be the first week in November, just because of Halloween and stuff like that. That last week I'm like super busy. We'll just have to see, because we usually do like dinners and stuff like that last week. I know like Melissa does like a family dinner, and that might be on a Sunday night. Well, she usually does Halloween night though. Oh, I gotta look at see our friend Erin when her Halloween party is. I feel like I have a lot of things this month to do. Alex just told me something yesterday that we're doing. They're doing some fundraising event for Alex's friend, in the name of Alex's friend Jason, who passed away. We're going to that. That's this month. That's what he told me about last night. That's really sweet that they're doing that. And it still seems so surreal to me, you know, that he's gone. It hasn't even been totally 5 months yet. Like, that's crazy. Because he passed away, I don't know what the date was. The last time I saw him was around Memorial Day weekend. Well, it was when Rev was. So that was around race day weekend, Memorial Day weekend. Sometime around there. So it would have been June, July, August, September, October. God, it's just so weird. It's so weird how, like, when people that are, like, close to you in your life, like, they pass, you know, it's like, my allergies are coming back. I can just feel it, full throttle. It's like one day they're there in your life, and it's like you're talking to them, and you see them, and all this kind of stuff, and then, like, boom, the next day they're gone. And it's, like, such a surreal feeling. That, like, I'm never going to talk to this person again. I'm never going to see them. I'm never going to hang out with them. Never going to, like, go eat dinner with them. Or, you know, just all these, like, all of the mundane stuff, you know? And then, like, 2 weeks goes by, and it's kind of like life goes back to normal. But then it's like you think about 2 weeks before when they were still alive, and it's like, my God, it's like an entire life is over, you know? It's just bizarre. It's just so bizarre. weirdness. It's a weird thing. I'm now in the dark. I think I'd like to read a little bit today. Get some reading done. It's a good day for that. I don't know if I'll be sitting outside and reading since it's in the 40s. I mean, I'm sure it'll get warmer as the day goes by, but I have a feeling it probably won't get a whole lot warmer. I can't even believe it's this chilly outside. Just a reason to go buy more sweatshirts, I guess. I might go to Dick's Sporting Goods today and see if they have any more Champion sweatshirts. These are just so comfortable. I got it at Meijer, and the last time that I was at Meijer, I went there and looked. Tanya got in the car. She goes, "Oh my God, I almost bought that sweatshirt at Meijer." That's what she said. The last time I was at Meijer, I went and looked to see if they had any other Champion sweatshirts, and they didn't. And so, I guess it was a one-time buy kind of thing. I used to get Champion sweatshirts back in the day that would have this on the thing, but they didn't say anything on them. It was cute. Alex this morning, he had on a little, he's real into the Champion sweatshirts more than I am, but he, and he gets them from like ASOS and stuff, so they're a little bit more fashionable. But he had this really cute Champion sweatshirt on, and he had like a little like polo underneath it. You could see the collars of the shirts, and it was real cute. You know, my husband loves fashions. That guy is staring a hole through me while his wife is talking on the phone. Like, seeing these people up on a Saturday morning, like, up drinking their coffee, like, going about business at 7:52 just is, like, crazy to me. Where are people going at 7:30 in the morning on a Saturday? If you guys, like, leave and go places like this, like, I'm not talking about, like, if you have to go to work. I understand that, right? But, like, if you're up and, like, going somewhere this early, where do people go this early on a Saturday morning? Like, eat breakfast or something, I guess? I don't know. It's crazy to me. My mom loved mornings. She didn't always get up early, but when she did, she would just be like, she would get up real early, and she loved, my mom loved fresh fruit, and I mean, she could get so excited about a fresh orange. It was crazy. And I remember, like, when we would go stay in hotels and they would have like a bowl of like apples or oranges or whatever, my mom would get so excited about it, and she'd be like, "Can we take two?" And so she would have like a glass of orange juice in the morning, and you know, then she would read the paper. My mom read the paper every morning, and she just loved the morning. Maybe that's what I should do today. Maybe I should get the paper and do the crossword today. I have a song stuck in my head. My Alex, I was gonna say, Alex, he found this song the other day, and it was actually from a movie that I've been like wanting to see, and he sent it to me, and he was like, "This song reminds me of us." He's like, "I love this song so much," and it's called "I Won't Give Up" or something by Andy Grammer, maybe is the guy's name. It's from that movie 5 Feet Apart. If you have not heard this song, it's such a fantastic song. And there is this video version of it on YouTube where he is singing it with this choir of like elementary school kids. You guys, it is absolutely adorable. Absolutely adorable. And he starts crying at the end of it. It's really cute. I want to see that movie now. I still need to finish Peppermint, too. I was talking to my friend about that last night. The corn is as high as an elephant's high. The corn is high. You guys see, you want to see corn in Indiana? Look at that. and then they'll come through and they'll plow it out down, and then it'll start all over again. Isn't that crazy? I just remember what my dream was. My friends and I, and it was my friend that I went to high school. She was like one of my best friends in high school, and she's a year behind me, and she's the one that lives in Portland. She and I, but it was like today. Like, we were going today, and then Alex was going, but he was going with our friend that is from, like, lives in Dallas now. And they were all, like, he was, like, FaceTiming me, and they were all, like, dressed up in, like, these raver clothes. And me and my friend, we were going, but, like, I can remember, like, this was, like, an outfit that she wore in high school. She had, like, these black pants that she cut into shorts, and they had, like, a safety pin in it. And then she had, like, a black t-shirt on. My friend has red hair. Like, she had, like, shoulder-length red hair and, like, really short bangs. And she had, like, her hair pulled back in a ponytail. And I could just, like, hear her laugh, like, in my dream. And we were, like, walking. I had been, like, staying at this place. It was, like, I don't know, like, Alex and I had been staying at this place, and he had left early to go to this thing. And so it was, like, this huge music festival concert. And it was, like, all of these crazy different people, but I knew, like, the Smiths and the Cure were going to be there. And so she and I were real excited about that. And we were, like, running into, like, everywhere we went, we ran into these people that were going to the same concert and stuff. I don't know how I just remember this whole dream, but this is the dream that I woke up out of. And it was she and I, and we were walking across this parking lot to go to this thing. And there was, like, another friend with us, too, but I don't know who the other friend was. I've been having a lot of my high school friends in my dreams lately. I don't know what that means. Seems kind of crazy to me. It is so pretty, you guys. I don't know if you can see this because of the sun, but this is like Indiana fall. It is so pretty outside. If I can show you directly into the sun, if it'll... Look at that. Isn't that so beautiful? This is where the Baumeister Mansion is, coming up over here. But you guys usually only see it when I am filming at night. Look at this house. I thought this was, okay, I thought this right here. Do you see this? I thought that was like a country club when they were building it. Or I thought it was like, there's a golf course over here. I thought it was like the house of the golf course or something. And that is like somebody's home. It's not just because it's big, it's because it just looks like the office to like a golf course or something. This is the street that you turn left to go to the Baumeister Mansion, and it's funny how it's not as scary during the day as it is at night. Isn't that funny how things that aren't scary, or things that are scary at night aren't scary during the day? I want to watch that movie, Telling Scary Stories in the Dark, but I thought it was going to be scarier. When I watched the preview for it, the trailer, I was like, that house is so cute. I was like, this doesn't really look that scary. This is just kind of, looks kind of Goosebumps-ish. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but if you've seen it, let me know. These houses are so cute. It stopped. I didn't even realize I was that close to the end. These houses over here are so cute, though. Cute, I don't know is necessarily the word. They're probably like $700,000-$800,000 houses. They're beautiful. But the one thing is there's like no, well, I guess there's kind of some mature trees, but there's not a lot. It's always sad to me when you go like into a neighborhood and like they've taken down all the trees to build a neighborhood and all the mature trees are gone. I love mature trees in a neighborhood. Right here is where the, what do you call it, was the cooler that we didn't know if it had a head in it or not. That was crazy. do my meditations on my Peter Isms channel. Just start off with some meditations. I do actually think that I'm going to get off here now, though, and cut this super short. I know it's like only going to be like 25 minutes long, but I'm going to turn and be in the sun, and it's just going to be horrible to film that way anyway, so I think I'm going to get off here now. So I hope you guys are having a fantastic Saturday, unless you have other plans. But like I always say, do not have other plans. Enjoy your day. I swear tomorrow I will make it a longer vlog, because today's was so short. And do something fun today. Do something different. Enjoy your day. Life is not a dress rehearsal, and if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. Make sure that you look at yourself in the mirror every single day and say, I love you, you are important, you are valuable, and that you do, here we're about to get the sun full blast, and that you tell yourself positive affirmations about yourself and the day to come, and that it's going to be a good day. And most importantly, make sure that you pass it on to somebody else and let them know how important they are to you, and that they make your life full, and that they're an important role in your life. We all need to hear that, I think. And yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya. Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing tonight? Well, I did it again. I slept straight through the night. It is currently 6:08 a.m. on Saturday, and this is Friday's vlog. But I feel really rested, so the reason why it's a problem is not so much that I'm getting up at 6 a.m. and filming my vlog, which I'm sure is strange to a lot of people, but it's not strange to me. Actually, I saw my neighbor yesterday, my new neighbor that moved in. She was like, you have kind of crazy hours. And I said, yeah, and she knew that I like make videos for YouTube. And I was explaining to her what I do, and I said, you know, sometimes I like to go to sleep with Alex, and so like I'll go to sleep with Alex, and then I'll wake up and be like, oh my god, I forgot, you know, I still have to go vlog, and I'll go outside and I'll vlog and whatever. And she was like, that's so much fun that you get to do that. And I was like, yeah, I love it, you know. So anyway, it wouldn't really be a problem today, because I would go back home and maybe go back to sleep for a couple hours, although I'm weirdly like awake. And I think the reason is because I literally got 7+ hours of sleep. I slept straight through the night. I mean, I was out. I remember like Alex and he like put his hand across my chest, and we were like talking about today or Saturday, and I turned like, and I was like, good night, babe, love you. And I like turned over and I was out. Like, I don't remember anything after that. And he was on his phone when I told him good night. So it is cold in Indianapolis. It is 30 degrees. Oh, but the reason why, like, it usually wouldn't matter, but today it does, is because today is Carlitos' birthday party, which is at 2 p.m. And I'm meeting Alex there because he has like work stuff he has to do today. And then I got some water before I left. I was so thirsty for water. You know, and of course I want to make videos and stuff. So we've got to figure out a time to do that, because we're apparently going to his birthday party at 2 o'clock. I'm sure that will probably go 2 hours, 3 hours, and then we're supposed to go back over to Carlos and Liliana's for like, to hang out and do like birthday cake or something over there. So it'll end up being this very long deal. Well, I also have my audiobook that I have to listen to. And so my plan had been to really drive around tonight, Saturday night, and listen to like 4 hours of it. That had been my plan, to listen to 4 hours on Saturday night and 4 hours on Friday night, sorry, and 4 hours on Saturday night, and then have the whole thing done. I know there are some people that are like so confused right now, like what day it is and whatever, watching this. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. It's like Janis Joplin said, it's all the same effing day, man. But you know, like, I was gonna listen to 4 hours on Friday night. I was gonna get my vlog done early, and then, because that's why I laid down at like 10:30 and something like that, and I was gonna lay down from 10:30 to like 11:30, I think is when I set my alarm, and then get up, and I was gonna vlog from like 11:30 to 12:30, and then I was going to listen to my audiobook till like 4:30 in the morning. And then tonight, I was gonna listen to like another 4 hours throughout the day, and then I'd have the book done. Well, now I've screwed myself because it is the day before the live stream. We may have to move the live stream. I just don't know how I'm possibly gonna get this book done in 24 hours. I don't know, I need to talk to Mel about it today. I mean, it's not like it's a huge ordeal. There's only like 30 people that come to the live stream, which is great, you know. I mean, I've never in a million years thought I'd ever have a book club that had that, you know, 30 to 50 people that attend. Here's my coffee lip balm. There's like 2,000 people that are active, like, well, 2,000 people in the book club. And of course, not everybody reads the book every month, but there's quite a few people that read the book that just don't come to the live stream. I would do the live streams on YouTube since I figured that out. But last time we guested a bunch of people. That water tastes so good. But last time we guested a bunch of people, and I want to be able to do that again, and you cannot do that on YouTube Live anymore. Plus, I can kind of like moderate what's going on a little bit easier. The fact that it's smaller, I don't know, keeps it just a little bit nicer. So, because it doesn't go so fast, you know. So that's supposed to be on Sunday at 4 p.m. I'm gonna have to talk to her today and see what we're gonna do. I don't want to go into it just not having finished the book. I like the book. I just don't know that there's any way that I can possibly get it done. That means I have to listen to 9 hours in 24 hours. I just don't know that there's any possible way that I can get that done. So anyway, but I had kind of planned that on Saturday I wasn't sure that I was going to make videos anyway because of Carlitos' birthday party, and I just kind of wanted to be with family and stuff. So I was like, well, maybe I'll just take the day. But on Friday, because I was so busy, I had like all this sobriety stuff to do on Friday. I was like, I had like this commitment in the early evening, and then I was had to meet with a friend of mine in the afternoon. I was like, well, maybe, but I ended up making videos on Friday. So, okay, what did I do? I got up, and like I said, this vlog, did I say this already? This vlog is not going to be super long. It just can't be, you guys, today, because I have too many things. I'm on my way currently, well, I'm in the direction of, whenever I finish vlogging, I'll probably go in there and do it. I'm in the direction of going to get Carlitos' birthday present. Alex already got him something. He got him a bunch of Spider-Man stuff. Apparently when he was at Target. So Alex got off work yesterday and he went over and picked up Sarah, and then they went to Target and he bought Carlitos' birthday present. He was gonna get it from both of us, but I was like, no, I wanna get him something too. So when he was there, he FaceTimed Carlitos and like was showing him stuff, and I was like, well, that makes it real exciting for the kids. So he got him like the Spider-Man stuff. He really wants a remote control car, so I think I'm gonna get him a remote control car is what I'm gonna do. are up and early at Denny's this morning. So yeah, that's the direction I'm going in. But anyway, what was I gonna say? So this is gonna have to be a short vlog today. I got up on Friday and I'm trying to think of what I did. Oh, like I got up and I took the dogs out, gave PP his medication, and then I had to like leave and get out of the house because I had to go meet up with my friend. And so I went and met up with my friend for coffee. And then I had a bunch of errands to run after that. My day seemed to go so quick because I didn't leave there until like 3, and then I had to be at this recovery commitment thing at 5, and so it was like my day went super fast. I came home in between and I filmed. Did I do it afterwards or before? No, I did it afterwards. After so like I'm this saying it was like an hour long. It's like an hour and a half long. And then I got home about 6:45 and I filmed a video for my Peter Mon channel, and then I filmed a video for my Peterisms channel, and I wanted to do a review video, but I didn't get to it. And not enough hours in the day. That's how I feel. I was thinking about this yesterday because I announced my book and my Peterisms channel that, so I'm going to start doing this like every month on my Peterisms channel. I'm going to read a book. There's going to be like, it's like kind of like a read along, not necessarily like a book club, but like a read along, self-help or motivational book. And so for November, I'm reading The 4 Agreements, and by Don Miguel Ruiz. I've never read it before. I heard it was fantastic. And but I was thinking about, you know, like how in my life I've had people like criticize me and be like, you're always starting things, you're always like new ideas, and you sometimes like don't like your ideas never, you know, come to fruition, but a lot of times they do, you know. A lot of my ideas that I've started, like a book club or like a vlog or whatever, have taken on a life of their own, or YouTube. You know, when I started doing YouTube on BookTube, that was like when I was committed to like posting regularly. I never thought, and I mean, I never in a million years thought that it would turn into this, you know, where it literally became my life. I just really had no idea. And that was just 3.5 years ago. So it's crazy how, you know, much your life can change in such a short amount of time. I posted this picture yesterday on my Instagram, and I was like, can't wait to be back. It was like from Miami, and I was like, can't wait to be back in Miami, or be back in Miami next week or something. Will be our second home, hopefully very soon or something. Oh my God, I got so many people from like my personal life that called me and was like, are you moving? Did you not tell us something? Blah, 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 whatever. Like Melissa texted me and she was like, are you moving to Miami? What's going on? I was like, Melissa, we were just at your house last night. Don't you think we would have told you? And, but we have kind of been on the down low looking at houses, and it's been very exciting. We have some areas picked. And we kind of did anyway, that we, like, areas that we were looking at. I would love to be right in South Beach, but that's just not realistic. It's just too expensive. And as much as I like that Brickell area, which is one of the areas that we looked at, I just don't know that we can afford that. Like, I just think, I mean, I just don't want to be house poor for a second home, you know, that we're not going to be in all the time. And it's not really in an area that you could Airbnb it. I mean, you could, but I don't know that. I don't know. And that's not really what I want to do with a place anyway. Like, if I have my own second place, like, I want to have my own second place that I can go to whenever I want. But so anyway, yeah, I don't think I really want to say a whole lot more about that right now. But we are seriously starting to look at some places. The other thing is that we would never move completely from Indianapolis. We would go back and forth. PP had a great day today. He was weird. I don't know if maybe it's the weather and now he's used to it or what, but he woke up today and what is this sandwich called? It says, is it called a Pilgrim? It's like all turkey. The Pilgrim, it is. And it's like, oh, a Thanksgiving feast in every bite, and it's cranberry sauce and turkey and at the Get Go gas station. They should sponsor my channel, the Get Go, for me sending people to go eat their Thanksgiving feast sandwich. See, that's like something that sounds good if I wasn't a vegetarian. But like turkey almost sounds worse to me though than a cheeseburger, in all honesty. PB did great today. I think he coughed like once the entire day, and he was super active and he was running around in the backyard. I don't know if maybe he's just, now it's 34 degrees, that's so weird. Maybe he is just used to the weather. I think what happened was the night before I had felt bad for him because he just seemed so hungry, and he doesn't like that food. So I gave him like a huge plate of Boo and Tucker's food, and he literally ate it down in like 2 seconds. And I think it just made him sick. I think like he was like, his little stomach couldn't handle it, and I thought I was doing something right, you know. He just hates that food that he eats. Like, he hates it. Like, tonight we put it down and he wouldn't eat it. And you know what was so funny was, I stood in the kitchen finally and I was like, PB, I was like, that food is perfectly fine. You need to eat your food, PB. And he looked up at me and then he started eating the food. When I stood right there, he ate it. Like, ate it. And, like, not like just nibbled around it, but like he ate it. But then he did that for like 5 minutes, and then he looked up at me and he like walked away, and like half the plate was left. I was like, damn it, baby. You know, and our vet had always said, she said, I would rather have a lean dog with a heart disease than a heavy dog with heart disease. So, you know, she's always happy with his weight, but I don't want him to get thin. Like, I don't want him, you know. And PP's never been heavy, and he's never been super thin. So, but he's doing much better today. He was running around the backyard and chasing his brothers, and then I had to, like, he's so funny. At one point, like, Boo and Tucker came inside, and I was like, PP. I was like, come on, PP, let's go inside. Let's have treats. And he just, like, looked at me. And so I, like, walked inside, and I was, like, doing some other stuff, and I came back out there, because, like, he just walked around the backyard, and I go, PP, I go, come on, we gotta have treats, let's go. And he just, like, stopped and looked at me, and then he kept on, like, sniffing the grass. So I let him keep on walking around. I went back out there like 3 or 4 minutes later. And I go, PP, I go, you better come on. And he just stopped and looked at me, and I go, okay, I guess no treats then. And he came like running inside. It was so funny. It's so weird, you know, like Alex said to me yesterday, he said, I'm starting to worry that maybe PP is starting to wind down. You know, that because like a lot of what we've read, I need to stay off those articles, but like, my vet always tells me that. She's like, every situation is completely different. Do not read articles about that stuff. But, you know, they'll say, oh, dogs with heart disease start to wind down and they get real lethargic at the end and they lose their appetite. You know, it's like, so I pick, you know, and choose symptoms that PP has and put them all together and basically say, well, it's over, you know? And then I get real worried and real stressed out. And so Alex was like, yesterday, he was like, because PP just didn't seem himself at all. And he was like, I think maybe he's starting to wind down. And Alex got real upset. And I was like, oh, I'm not ready for this. You know, I'm just not. I'm not ready for my life to change that drastically, I guess. And, I mean, we don't have any control, you know, over when pets go. I get so many, you know, comments in the comment sections from you guys. It just breaks my heart for you when you're like, oh, you know, I lost my dog today, or, and I always feel so horrible for you guys, you know. And I mean, I know it's a part of life, you know, but so anyway, I was worried I was going to wake up and he was going to be 10 times worse than he had been on Thursday, but that wasn't the case. So he was 100% better, and I was very happy about it. And he's doing good this morning because right before I left, I took them out and he just leaped off the bed to go outside. And I took him outside, and then I gave him his morning medicine and stuff. So anyway, I was singing that Donna song for Alex. I was like, oh, Donna. He was like, I was like, do you know that song? He was like, no. And I'd actually downloaded it like a couple weeks ago, and so I have it like on my iPad, or what do you call it when it's in your phone? Just your iTunes? Is that what you call it? Just your iTunes? I was like, here, I'm gonna play it for you. He was not impressed, and I was standing up and I was like swaying it, and I was using it as like a microphone, and I had a girl and I was a name. But my favorite part of this song, what's my favorite part? Well, it's not till the very end. I didn't realize it till I was listening to the song. It's like the last 30 seconds. So then I was like, do you know Richie Valens? And he was like, didn't he die in a plane? And I go, is that all you know, about Richie Valens? And he goes, well, what do you know? And I go, didn't you see the movie? And he goes, what movie? And then I couldn't remember what the movie was called, you guys, and I had to like look it up. And I couldn't remember it, and I looked up Richie Valens movies. Well, apparently, to my idiocy, Richie Valens was like in a ton of movies, like in the 50s or 60s or whatever, you know, like Elvis was. And so it pulled up all those movies, and I was like, what was that? And then all of a sudden it pulled up Lou Diamond Phillips' picture, and I was like, yes, Lou Diamond Phillips, that's who it is. And it was La Bamba, and I had totally forgot that it was da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, la-la-la-la-la-la Bamba. So I said to Alex, this is truly what it is like living with me, just so you know. So for you 14 haters that dislike my video every day, this is what it would be like for you all the time. But anyway, I was like, do you know that movie? And he was like, what movie? And I was like, la 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 Bamba. I know I missed or added a few laws in there. But anyway, I hope I got one of my haters to at least smile just a little bit, because y'all are so bitter. But anyway, better! He said, of course I know that movie. I go, well, you don't know Donna. He goes, well, who's Donna? And I go, Donna was his girlfriend in the movie. He goes, he died in a plane accident. I go, I know he died in a plane accident, Alex, but he had a girlfriend, her name was Donna, and he wrote a song for her. Was she his wife or something? I can see her in the movie. Whatever happened to Lou Diamond Phillips? So Alex and I tonight, I got done with my videos. He came home. I did not start my diet today. I'm sure it's a real surprise to people. and I'm real let down over it. But anyway, I was like, well, maybe Monday. Anyway, maybe Monday in June. I mean, it's just a joke, isn't it? So anyway, I got food, not healthy food either. I got Burger King. And so anyway, and sat there and ate, and he had all this chili, and we watched both episodes, the last 2 episodes of American Horror Story that we hadn't watched. It's so still on the, I was at the end and didn't even know it. It's so still on the lake this morning. But we watched both episodes of American Horror Story that we hadn't seen, and yeah, it was good. I might have gotten Burger King and a Crunchwrap Supreme. A black bean Crunchwrap Supreme. And my husband might have had several bowls of chili and 2 cookies from Melissa's. Look, it was Friday night. Anyway. So, yeah, so we watched American Horror Story. I'm trying to think what the episodes were. They were good. It just doesn't seem very cohesive to me this season. I'll have to say, this is one of the seasons, American Horror Story, it's called 1984 if you're not watching it. And it's basically like modeled after like 80s horror movie, of which you know I love. And like I was really excited about it when it started, and I'm not excited about it now. Like it's okay. Like I enjoy watching it, and I enjoy it. I enjoy having a show together that Alex and I watch. He really doesn't like the season, and but I'm just not that excited about it. I just don't think it's that good. I find myself talking about other stuff. Like we were sitting there, we both love Billie Lourdes, I think is her name. And so he was like, he said something about her tonight. And I said, I love her. I said, she's fantastic. She was in Scream Queens too. And he was like, she just came out of nowhere. And I said, she's one of the richest women in Hollywood. And he goes, what? And I go, she's one of the richest women in Hollywood. And he said, we have this argument every time, he forgets who she is. And he goes, from doing Scream Queens in this show, no she's not. And I go, her mother was Carrie Fisher, and her grandma was Debbie Reynolds. I don't know why I can always never remember it's Debbie Reynolds. And I said I think she and her brother split the inheritance or something like that. Or she and Carrie Fisher's brother split the inheritance or something like that. And he was like, really? And I was like, yeah. I go, Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia from Star Wars. He's like, I know. He was so cute tonight. Alex had all the dogs around him. But then because all the dogs, Boo and Tucker were like right together. It was so cute. But because so he sits down and then he puts a blanket over his lap. And then the dogs like all sit on the blanket around him. But then he thinks that is a reason to have me go get him things. So he was like, I have some sprays in there. But he said they were sweet tarts. He was like, I have some sweet tarts in there. Can you get those for me? And I went in there. And I was like, you mean sprays? He was like, yeah, sprays. Can you give me my sprays? I was like, yeah, sure. Then he was like, can you give me another blanket? Like, is there anything else you want me to do? Because you can't get up. He's like, I have the dogs. He kept on going, I have the dogs. Oh, man. I met a girl. Oh, that's my favorite part where it goes, oh, Jana. But that's at the very end. In case you want to know. It's like literally in the last 30 seconds. We went to a friend's house the other night that's like up the street, and we came from the other way, like down here, coming this way, and I never go down there. Like, I always turn around in this church, which is like out in the middle of nowhere anyway. If you live in Indianapolis, I'm in Oaklandon right now, which I have no reason to drive to Oaklandon, right? It's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. So, but it's like the backside of Geist, which is where I grew up. So if you go down here, there's like a gas station and like strip malls and stuff like that. So we came from that direction and we were going over here, and Alex said something about where, he goes, oh, I know where we are now. He was like, you know, me and so-and-so used to go to lunch over here all the time because Alex used to do a bunch of work stuff over here. And I was like, oh yeah. And all of a sudden we passed this church and I was like, that's that church that I turn around in all the time. It's at 800. The street is 800. Like 800 North or something. I can't see what it says. 800 Northwest or something. And I thought it said Boo on it. I was like, oh my God, it's Boo Street. That's so hilarious. And all of the corn is gone out here. Whenever I tell Alex so, like, I'll be like, oh yeah, I vlog out here. And he'll be like, you vlog out here? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, you come out all the way out here and vlog. And I'm like, yeah, where do you think I vlog? Around our neighborhood? Like 200 times or something? I just got the biggest craving for a Dr. Pepper. I don't even know why. Doesn't that sound so good though right now, a Dr. Pepper? You're probably like, no. Why would you just randomly think of that? Because I do. It sounds delicious to me. I want to get a bunch of Christmas candles and Christmas stuff. I don't know when I want to put up the Christmas decorations this year. Well, really, it's just my little tree. But I might buy some other things this year and put it up too. But I don't want the house to be too cluttered. Although the other day I said to Alex, did he bring it up or did I bring it up? Because we were talking about getting new sheets. I love that comforter. I love so much. We might need to get like another one in a different color or something, so that when we clean them, we can just put the new one on. But he said, I was thinking about getting some new sheets, and I said, do you want to get another pair of sheets? Because I really liked that brand of jersey sheets I got. And that's what I meant. And he was like, yeah, do you want to get flannel? And I go, flannel? And he was like, I haven't had flannel sheets in forever, but I like flannel looking sheets that are jersey, you know? And he was like, yeah, you know, and because I had said to him, I said to him like a month or two ago, like, could we get some flannel sheets? So I like how they look, and I think they're cute and masculine and stuff. And he was like, yeah, he was like, we can get some flannel sheets. And then the other day he like mentioned it. He was like, are we going to get the flannel sheets? And I was like, well, we can. I can't believe that, like, I don't know what just made me think of this, that like every day of my dad's life, like he's been up for like 2 hours already. Like I know if I went to my dad's house right now, like he would have like read the newspaper, had like his first 2 cups of coffee for the day, and be like completely showered and dressed for the day, even on a Saturday. My dad was never like the type that, like, when he went into work, my dad is a super sharp dresser. And when I was a kid, he went to Chicago and he got his suits from this store called Mark Shale in Chicago. And my dad always wore the coolest suits. Like, in the winter, I just remember he had the most beautiful suits, and they were like, you know, all these tweeds and, you know, and then he would have just really pretty ties, and he always just looked like a college professor, you know, at Yale or something like that. And he wears little round rim glasses and stuff. And so anyway, my dad, my dad loves clothes, and he's just, but like those kind of clothes, you know, he's just a sharp dresser. But you know how like some people, like I can remember like when I was talking to Caroline, my cousin Caroline, about her dad, my Uncle Dave, And she would say, you know, Dad, every day, no matter what, gets up and he puts on like khakis and like a button-down collared shirt, you know? Well, that is not my dad. That is not my dad. My dad is very much, like he gets up every day and takes a shower. He like gets up, reads the paper. My dad reads like every day, like the Wall Street Journal, the New York Times, every single day. And drinks his coffee. And then probably read some other book. My dad's always reading some obscure book about something that you would never, he goes to the bookstore and he buys like, he only reads nonfiction and he buys like, you know, 5 or 10 books on topics that you have never heard of before about things. He just reads everything random. So when we go and see him, he's always telling us about, you know, something completely random about like, this religious organization, you know, in this island that nobody's ever heard of. Not religious organization, but religious group or whatever, you know, or it'll be about a certain way to like, you know, make tea or some animal that's extinct or something. He's always reading about all these like just really random things. But anyway, but like on the weekends, my dad would get up, you know, and he would, showered and ready, but he would always just like in the summer, you know, put on like shorts and a t-shirt. My dad always, so this idea of me collecting t-shirts wherever I go, my dad did it. And it wasn't so much like a thing that he collected. I wouldn't say that he collected them. He just always bought t-shirts wherever he went. So like, you know, my entire childhood was filled with my dad. My dad has worn Patagonia since I can remember. And he always would wear these like grayish or khaki Patagonia shorts that were kind of like mid-thigh. But they were like sailor shorts. Because, you know, my dad always was on a boat. And because he had his own sailboat, and then he just was always on sailboats. He did like a lot of like medical missionary work on sailboats and stuff like that. So then he would have a t-shirt on top of it that would say like Honduras or, you know, St. Thomas or something, you know. He had all these t-shirts, mostly from like the Caribbean, that he would wear. And that he would get grabbed in the airport or whatever, or some bar that, you know, like restaurant, like in these places. My dad was like such a cool guy. He, and you know, he was single for a long time too, and he really enjoyed, I think, being single. And I mean, he enjoys being with my stepmom, but I think the time that he was single, he enjoyed it because every winter, it would scare my mom to death. This was after they were separated, but he would go to Banff, Alberta, Canada. I think that's correct. And he would hike in the Canadian Rockies by himself. I have several t-shirts from when I was a kid that said Banff on them, and he did too. But he would hike there when he was a kid, or when I was a kid, by himself. He would go up there for like 2 or 3 weeks. He actually dated this girl for a while that he met up there, and she was from Australia. She was from New Zealand, and she was like one of the editors on the movie The Man from Snowy River. But anyway, she was like a world traveler. That was before like people just had like a backpack and traveled, I remember. He was so excited. She came to like visit. She stayed for like an extended period of time, and we like watched that movie, which I don't think I ever really understood. But anyway, and at the very end, her name was in the credits. But my dad, that was when he did a lot of traveling like that. That's when he did like a lot of the medical work, like in Honduras and places like that. My mom would be like, I can't believe that he's taking all these risks. That was when he went to the US Open. So, okay. My dad, so I come from a big tennis family. Like, my family loves tennis. So my dad went to the US Open one year, but he wanted to get like courtside. so he made up these, he bought a huge, my dad loves cameras, he always has. And so he had just bought this brand new Nikon camera, I think it was. And he had this like huge, what do you call it? Like neck thing. It was like this big, you know? And it was like one of these, it was like, this is in the 70s. This was like 78, right? And it was like, it looked like a camera strap, but that was like woven, like hippie woven, you know what I mean? It was very artsy and colorful. And he like grew a beard out so that he looked like just some like random photographer that was like, you know, and then he had these like jean cutoff shorts on, and like he has pictures of himself at his house, like, okay, and like these huge tube socks pulled up, and then he had on like just some t-shirt that said like St. Thomas or something on it, and he went with this huge camera, and he literally, I mean, this is back in the day, like today you couldn't do it probably, you know, but he made this like some, I can't, like Sports Illustrated or something like that. He made a press pass and laminated it. He laminated it and everything, and he went there and got courtside and literally got pictures of these guys courtside and at the US Open in New York City, and has pictures of him like, you know, down on one like, you know, knee like this, like taking pictures and stuff that people took of him. That's so funny that my dad did that. My dad is somebody that is like totally unafraid. Like he is unafraid and really, and we talk a lot about this word unbothered. Like he is really unbothered. Like it's funny how it has changed for him though over time. Like when I was younger, you know, like he would get really incensed is not really the word, but like, you know, if you told him something, he would get kind of heated about it. Not really heated, but like, okay, this isn't okay, and blah, blah, blah. He just isn't like that today. Like, if you tell him something, you know, he's just like, he just kind of laughs, you know, he's like, okay, you know, like, he just doesn't give things any time or energy that he doesn't care about, if that makes sense. Like, he loves his dog, he loves my stepmom, he loves me, he loves Alex, he loves the house, he loves being on the water, he loves his work. Other than that, he loves to read, he loves to travel. Other than that, he doesn't pay it a whole lot of attention. He just doesn't, you know? My jaw is hurting, I don't know why. Boo Radley is always the last dog to wake up, usually. Well, Pee-Pee has been the last couple days, but Boo Radley usually is. And Tucker's always the first one to wake up. But tonight, Boo Radley, I had to wake him up to take them outside. And Boo Radley was crying while he was dreaming. He was like, you know, running in his sleep, and he was like, Well, it was so cute. What do you think dogs dream of? You think they just dream of like running outside or chasing birds or eating snacks? Or when you think about the fact that like our dogs or cats or pets or whatever, they know us, and they kind of recognize probably some people on the street or friends or family that we have that come by, and that's the limitation of their world, you know? Although, like, as much as dogs seem to understand, I really think they understand a lot more than we give them credit for. I also think that dogs watch TV. I don't think they understand it, but I think they actually can see images. Like, I was reading something, and it said a long time ago, and it said that dogs can't see, like, the images that are on a TV. And then I read something recently. Is that a new strip mall? What is that? What is that? Oh, I've got to go see what this is. Is this a Tide Cleaners drive-thru? what is that? I want to go there. I might have to try that for my review channel. But, then I read something recently and it said that dogs do know what is, this is like a brand new thing. It's kind of back here, kind of hard to get to though. That they do know, like when they're watching TV, what they're seeing. Which is funny because like our dogs watch TV. Boo Radley has no clue what's on that TV. But PB kind of watches it and he kind of goes like this and watches it, you know? Tide cleaners. I don't get it. Drive-through entrance. Do you think it's like you drop your clothes off? It's gotta be. I'm gonna look it up because I wanna know. I wanna know if she really loves me. Oh my God, they're everywhere. Dry cleaning and laundry. Wash and fold. Tide Cleaners planning to open 5 indie area franchises. Why can't I get to the article? I don't want to leave a comment. It says you must be logged in to leave a comment. I don't care to be I don't care. I just want to read the article. What's the problem? Tide Cleaners provides personalized washing, folding, dry cleaning, and alterations. The future of laundry care, brought to you by America's #1 trusted brand. What are people going back to all of that? Like, oh, there's a little dog park in there. How cute is that by that apartment complex? But I will tell you what's funny is, it seems like it was so long ago that we didn't have a washer and dryer. Do you remember that period of time that we didn't have a washer and dryer? And we had to go to the laundromat, which I quite frankly loved going to the laundromat. Nowadays, it seems like, well, I don't right now because our washer and dryer is so fast that like, I put a load of wash in and then I get it done and then that's it. But it seems like I do a load of wash like every single day. I do something. Whether it's towels and linens. Actually, I need to do towels. We have so many towels though. We don't have so many towels to clean. We have so many towels, period. So like we clean them and then we put them, you know, away. And we have more towels that we bring out because we always buy towels. It seems like whenever there's like a sale like on nice towels, like, well, Alex is good about that, about buying towels. I usually buy like the bedding and he buys towels. So yeah. But I used to like always, like once we got the washer and dryer, I would always have something in the washer or the dryer and, you know, be like running it. I don't so much. I wonder if that place is open, that Rise place. It's interesting to me that a lot of these like brunch places are not open at 5 till 7 on Saturday morning. I'm really kind of surprised by that. I think Patachou's open by now. It's at the end and I didn't know it. I said this was going to be short, and look, it ended up being long. I'm awake now. I don't think that I'm going to be able to go back to bed, which is fine, because then I can just make my videos for the day that I want to make and stuff. But, Part of the problem is I don't know what I'm going to make my videos about just yet. Well, I could drive around and listen to my audiobook. God knows I need to do that, so. What is with all this crazy construction? Anyway, I think I'm gonna get off here now and just make this a little bit shorter, and I'll try to vlog longer tomorrow, you guys. Oh my God, this huge detour. What does it say? I'm gonna go this way, because I don't know how to go that way around. But anyway, I'm gonna get off here now, and listen to, I guess, my audiobook. I wanna get a Dr. Pepper. And I've gotta go, oh, I've gotta buy Carlitos' birthday present. I still have to go do that. So anyway, I'm gonna go to the Meijer and do that. I hope you guys are having an amazing Saturday, unless you have other plans. But like I always say, do not have other plans. Enjoy your day, make the most of it. Do something today. Are you kidding me? This road is closed too. I feel like I'm stuck in the Twilight Zone. Anyway, do something today, road closed to through traffic. Do something today that that you're gonna look back on and be proud of, or happy that you did. You're exchanging a day of your life for it. Life is not a dress rehearsal. And make sure that you look in yourself in the mirror. Back up. If nobody else has told you this today, I love you. Make sure that you look at yourself in the mirror every single day and you say to yourself, I love you, you are valuable, you are important. Important. And you allow yourself to know your own self-value and your own self-worth. You gotta start telling ourselves that on a daily basis. And most importantly, make sure that you pass it on to somebody else and let them know that they are important to you. Live your life with compassion, love, and kindness. And I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya!